And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to CF Pachuca versus Pumas UNAM, Liga MX Clausura Semifinals, Leg 1, the 2026 Clausura. Of course, the first semifinal yesterday, Cruz Azul Chivas 2-2 draw. And of course, Chivas has the seeding because they got rid of the repechaje. They did not get rid of that stupid seeding rule. So here we are. So that dumbass seeding rule is still around. So that means if Chivas are to draw at home, that's all they would need to advance to the final because they're higher seeded over Cruz Azul. With that being said, let's see how this first leg goes and where we are going into the weekend. Chivas in the catbird seat. Let's see who's in the catbird seat going into Sunday, which we will be live for the second leg of this tie as well, because Thursday, Sunday. And the final, I think, would be Thursday, Sunday next week. So there we go. With that being said, CF Pachuca contra Pumas UNAM en la Liga MX Clausura Semifinales partido ida en Pachuca. Primero semifinal, Cruz Azul 2-2 contra Chivas. Chivas, líder de la tabla posición. With that being said, starting 11s, Pachuca in goal, Carlos Moreno. The back four for Pachuca, Carlos Sanchez, Eduardo Bowerman, Sergio Barreto, and Brian Garcia. Is that a baseball player? Either way. Wires crossed there. I don't know exactly where it was. Victor Guzman and Christian Rivera, the midfield. Attacking midfield through Usama Idrisi, Elias Montiel, Kennedy, and up top, Enter Valencia. Let's see, Elias Montiel, yeah. Okay, he's good. Also got my wires crossed there. Starting 11 for Pumas in goal, Keylor Navas. The back three of Pablo Benevendo, Nathan Silva, Ruben Duarte, Pedro Vite, the six. The attacking midfield, Rodrigo Lopez, Alberto Carrasquilla. We got Tony Leon and Alvaro Angulo. And the front two of Jordan Carrillo and Robert Morales. Tony Leon. Did he play for NYCFC? How we doing, David? Habs have started to open up the floodgates. What, they take the lead? Yeah, Tony Leon. I was LAFC guy. Okay, I was like, either way. 2-2 my prediction. Well, that would still be good for Pumas because then they'd have that stupid seeding rule because Liga MX never got rid of that rule. It's 5-3 Habs. Well, good. So Habs are about, if they can hold on, they will take the lead in the series to Saturday. Should be interesting. Doing good, sir. 2-2 is a good prediction. Well, that was somebody else's, Ave's. Mine, you know what? Pachuca's they beat Toluca. They must be good. They did beat Toluca. They must be good. They're playing at home. 3-2 Pachuca. 3-2 Pachuca. Yeah. 3-2 Pachuca. $2-0 at home against Toluca. 1-0 on the road. They could score goals. Pumas could score goals. 3-2 Pachuca. So take a lead to Estadio Universitario. 4-1 Pachuca. I mean, I could see it, but Pumas can score goals too. Now, I mean, I think Pachuca's better than America right now. But Since you say there's goals in this match, I'm placing it over 0.5 goal bet on this match because I'm undefeated on all the matches. I asked you if there's a goal in. Yeah. The only team that didn't stress to be here. Well, I mean, with the seeding rule, did Pumas really stress to be here? It was just crazy. I mean, it was more of a crazy game than anything else, but, okay. Teams are walking out. We'll get ready to go. Demidov was that close to having his first goal of the playoffs. It's come for him. Evans just tapped it in. Well, there you go. At least. End of the second, 5-3. Yeah, it was 3-3, now 5-3. Yep. Canadiens, 5 goals in 2 periods. What a goal swing in Buffalo. The Montreal Canadiens are a hard team to kill. They don't die. Let's see who's in goal for the Sabres. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Oh, by the way, the Habs are much better on the road for some reason. Arguably, you could say the Sabres could have lost the series tonight if they didn't get lucky last night or 2 nights ago. So, the Sabres are lucky the series isn't over after this one. And the Vegas Golden Knights can end the series tonight against the Anaheim Ducks, which, why is that? Them being better on the road. I guess they're just, they play more free. And I don't think they play scared at home. But I think the Habs just play more free when nothing's pressuring them. Yeah, they don't feel the pressure on the road, yeah. I think they feel a little bit of pressure at Centre Bell. Not that that's a bad thing, but they should. They still play pretty free at home. It just, I think it's just they don't feel any pressure on the road comparatively. So, either way, while we're at it, I agree. I hope the Vegas Golden Knights somehow choke the series to the Ducks, or the Vegas Golden Knights lose to the Avs, or whoever comes out of the East beats Vegas, because we do not need 93 winning a Stanley Cup. If 93 wins a Stanley Cup, that is doomsday for Leafs fans. That would be hell. I don't want to see that. Seeing 93 win a Stanley Cup would just be, no, that would be sad. Starting 11, Moreno, Garcia, Barreto, Bowerman, Sanchez, Montiel, Rivera, Adrisi, Guzman, Kennedy, Valencia. Yeah, I feel good about 2 goals in this match between both teams. I mean, I said 3-2 Pachuca. I mean, yeah, I feel good about 2 goals. I feel good about over 2 or over 1.5, if that's what you're looking at. I feel good about that. Ishmael Lopez, the center ref tonight. Here we go. Good. Guillermo Pacheco, the center ref, or the VAR referee, my bad. Navas, Angulo, Duarte, Silva, Leon, Benevendo, Carrillo, Carrasquilla, Vite, Lopez, Morales. I think If I remember correctly, Rory's a Habs fan because of his father. If I remember correctly. But that's like the short version. That's still, I think, the short version. I think Portland's getting a PWHL team, so even if you want to root for the Victoire, or Victor, that he should just wait for the Portland team. Well, either way. Here we go, about to kick off. How's the quality of PWHL? I think it's an awesome league. I think it's wonderful. I mean, there's a lot of, if you watch women's Olympic hockey, there's a lot of players you would recognize the name of. Solid league. It's awesome to watch. I mean, it's very talented. I mean, of course, there's not many teams, so the talent is very, there's no talent dilution yet. But I like to see how it grows. And here we go. We're off. 0-0, 0-0 esta noche. Let's remember, if there's a tie, the seeding rule counts. Because they didn't get rid of that dumb rule. I hate that rule, man. I mean, that's the second leg, but, you know. By the way, go Scepters. Even though they didn't make the playoffs this year. What'd you think I was going to say? 42 seconds in. Toronto Tempo, AFC Toronto Scepters. I love that there are those three teams in Toronto. It's amazing. There's a WNBA, Northern Super League, and a PWHL team in Toronto. And the hockey isn't surprising, but, you know. And I guess with the Northern Super League, that isn't really surprising either. Now that they finally got that off the ground. But I guess the WNBA, that took a while. Either way. Playing forward. I am looking forward to the day that AFC Toronto ends up in the CONCACAF W Champions Cup. That's going to be a good day. MLSE doesn't own them, but, you know, playing forward. Then again, MLSE doesn't own any of those three teams, being AFC Toronto, the Scepters, or the Tempo. Now you could argue, but no, Larry Tenenbaum left MLSE, so that's just ironic that he owns the Tempo. But either way, he's the one who really loved basketball, frankly. 0-0. Playing forward is Pachuca. So far, looking like Pachuca's on the front foot, but they're at home, so of course throw in. Of course they are. $17:53 left, third period. When it comes to Habs, Sabres 5-3. Playing forward. Playing forward. Here's a chance. Shot wide. Crazy cross. Just cuts it, and Enter Valencia. He should have just put it top bins. I don't know. I think he should have put it top bins. Like, let's see. I mean, he got the cross off. Oh, okay. Navas made the save. Okay. It didn't get enough high. Okay, fair. Fair. Nobody was on the other end of it. Okay. Enter Valencia, who's back in Liga MX. I know, shocking. Ugh. Pachuca has 86% possession to 14. Dominant on possession so far. Cleared away. They're getting a lot of good chances. Not really surprised. Let's see here. Who did he play in between Tigres and... Brought down. Here's a chance. Shot, save. Kennedy puts it right at the goalie. Former Chelsea man Kennedy. He scored really nice goals. He was in Turkey and then Brazil in between Tigres and Pachuca. I think I remember him going to Fenerbahce. It was the Brazil stop that I didn't remember. Yeah. Either way. Damn, he wasn't there for the Champions Cup win. Boy. He left in June of 2020. And during COVID, he went all the way to fucking Turkey when he's Ecuadorian. Wow, that makes no sense, really. Playing forward. Adrisi. Usama Adrisi. Adrisi still cuts it back. Blocked away and out for a corner. Pachuca dominating the possession as it stands and dominating the chances. Definitely looks like we're going to get a goal pretty quickly. Canadiens on the power play. So Caulfield, Texier, Josh Anderson, Jake Evans, Suzuki, Zuckerdome, Hellenius, Dillon for cross-checking. Fool. With that being said, corner. We got Guzman. Guzman to take the corner. Cross in. Brought down. Still Pachuca on the ball. So far, yeah, Pachuca's going to run riot. If this game continues the way it is, they're going to run riot. Forget. They might get all the goals themselves. This game keeps going the way it looks like it's going to go. Shit. Adrisi. Cuts in. Cross save by Navas. Corner. Corner. Covered his post and pushed it out for a corner. Adrisi. Wow. I can't believe he's still there. One. Second of all, he's back. I'm surprised he hasn't left. Guzman. Adrisi. Cross in. Punched away. And Pumas with a clearance. Demidov 6-3. Demidov scores for the Habs. 6-3. Power play goal from Slavkovsky and Suzuki. 6-3. So, Carolina and Colorado waiting for the conference finals. Montreal and Buffalo playing to play Carolina. Vegas and Anaheim playing to play Colorado. He wants Liga MX. He ain't leaving until then. Well, yeah. So I guess it's a good thing Hamburglar fucked y'all over that one time. Yeah, because I think, when you won Champions Cup, weren't you going for the double? And then in the semifinal, y'all got fucked over when you played America? Or was it the final? Either way. Either or, you played America and got fucked over the same summer, like right before you played the Champs Cup final against Columbus, yeah? I think we all are. I think we all are. Like, what? It was what? Like, right after y'all eliminated them in the semifinals? And, like, I feel like I was like, yeah, CONCACAF was mostly clean. The CONCACAF series was reffed mostly cleanly. The Liga MX series, the frickin' Hamburglar made the call. Robble, robble. Like 5 days later. Let's go Pumas, says HD Gamer. Buffalo pulled Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. 6 goals and you pull him. Well, hey, at least he scammed him a win. Pumas are looking like they're about to get ran roughshod on. Just to say that. Like, Pumas have not had an answer for anything. Like, Pachuca's been on the ball all game. They've got into the final third all game long. It's a wonder they haven't scored yet. Pumas are getting bodied right now. I guess Pachuca's way better than America right now because, but the bad part about that is Pumas have been playing really well recently. Like the past 2 months, they've been really good. Of course they weren't good in Champions Cup because of course they weren't. But like after they got eliminated by San Diego, like 2 weeks later, they just really hit a purple patch. And now, I mean, Pachuca still's under them in the table. Buffalo or the Timbers? I mean, I prefer the Timbers, but what does Buffalo have to do with any of that? Pumas is afraid of pushing forward. Which team do you hate more? I don't hate Portland at all. Dude, I have a soft spot for Portland. What do you mean? Yeah, I guess, yeah, Buffalo. The Buffalo Sabres, because I don't hate the Timbers at all. Dude, you've been here long enough. You know I have a soft spot for Portland. And I love the Thorns. I mean, the Thorns are my NWSL team. Because Toronto just got a Northern Super League team. The Thorns always had Christine Sinclair and other assorted Canadian women's players. Probably because of Christine Sinclair, and they still do. 11 minutes in. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, Portland Thorns are still my NWSL team, even though AFC Toronto exists. I could have a team in both leagues. Just like I have Forge and Toronto FC. In MLS and CPL. I have a team in both leagues. But I love the Thorns. I love the Portland Thorns. Always have. I have a soft spot for the Timbers. Probably because, I mean, you know, one club. I mean, the way people look at the Thorns and Timbers, I mean, they look at it as one club. And they also hate Seattle, so that really, you know, makes me enjoy having that soft spot there. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I hate Buffalo because I hate Buffalo. I mean, not as much as, like, Montreal, but, you know, or the Impact, I should say. I like the Sabres way more, or I like the Canadiens way more than I do the Sabres. I have no problem with the Habs, but, like, do I hate the Sabres that much? No, I don't hate them as much as I do the Ottawa Senators. We're going to keep it at hockey. Fuck the Ottawa Senators, but I do have... I don't like the Buffalo Sabres. Oh, you were asking Rory. Oh, okay. They pulled Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen at 5-3. They put in Lyon in the third. I think Buffalo made a panic move. It feels exactly like what Peter DeBoer did last year for Dallas, except later. 13 minutes in, 0-0. 0-0. Still dominating is Pachuca. I won't be pissed if this doesn't go over 2 goals. If it doesn't, I won't be pissed the way this game's playing out. But why would you even ask Rory that question? I mean, obviously, he'd say pretty much the same thing. Like, you said hate. Like, why? Either way, 6-3. How we doing, son? How we doing? Yeah. Big up. Peter DeBoer pulled his goalie against the Oilers. Here comes Pumas. Over the top. Here comes Pachuca. Enter Valencia. '15th minute. Guzman, Adrisi. Oh, handball against Pachuca in their own box. Playing forward. I mean, I'm not upset. It's just resting face. Is anyone looking forward to the Subway Series? No, the Mets are going to get murdered. They're done. The Mets are going to get murdered. "16 minutes in, 0-0. 0-0. "17 minutes. Free kick for Pumas, their first real chance here of the game. Vite, cross in over the bar. Playing forward. Here comes Adrisi, all alone. Has a chance to play it through. He does. Adrisi, what a run. Still Adrisi. Still Adrisi and blocked. Man, what if he did that one all alone? And Kennedy does not get on the ball. He does not notice the run, and it's a free kick for Pumas. $9:54 left in the Habs game. 6-3. Playing forward. Who will win Liga MX? I don't know if Chivas... I like Pachuca's chances right now. Oh. Chivas Pachuca might be ugly. Like, it might be low-key ugly. Chivas Pachuca versus Cruz Azul. I think that's obviously... I'm going to go Pachuca there. Pachuca's got a really good chance playing forward. They might make a statement here. I mean, they already are, and they haven't even scored yet. Why? Honestly, what's left? I'm starting to get sold. Ooh. Cross in, header. Nil-nil. I love the times for the World Cup matches. They're perfect. Not too early, not too late either. Yeah, I mean, they better be fine. You're in that. This is your side of the world. Like, we shouldn't really be complaining about the World Cup timings. Grass is being installed at the World Cup venues. The NFLPA is making a case to keep the grass permanently at all venues due to the World Cup. I agree. Let's get rid of turf, please. 21st minute. Come on, they're defending for their lives. I agree. Played over the top. Cross in. Header. I can't control y'all. I can't control y'all. I mean, you put what you want in the chat. I can't control y'all. So it is what it is. Am I gonna talk? Not as far as it went. No. 22nd minute. I wish there wasn't a World Cup final halftime show. I'm glad my TV's going to be muted when it's going to be on because I'm going to be live for the final, so I don't have to listen to the bullshit they're putting out there. The only good part about it might be Shakira. Madonna's garbage. BTS is a joke. I'm not John Cena. I do not like BTS. That's one thing I disagree with John Cena on. Maybe one of the rare things I do. BTS, I don't understand it, man. I don't get why they're popular. I don't. I'm not Army. That's John Cena. That ain't me. I'm glad my TV's going to be muted. I'd rather Ricky Martin just come back and sing Bad Bunny's song again. Might as well. Right. Shit, let's just run back Bad Bunny and let frickin' Ricky Martin come back, eh? My TV's still going to be muted, but either way. Synthetic grass is so bad for you in every way. Headed away. Jelly Roll? Well, he would have been garbage too. I don't even really like Jelly Roll. He's probably better as a wrestler than a singer. Either one. Bruh, I am Baptist. I'm Christian. But then again, I'm the guy who wanted Billy Joel at the World Cup halftime show. I'm the one who wanted Billy Joel at the World Cup halftime show because guess what? It's in New fucking Jersey. It's in New Jersey. Billy Joel, New Jersey, New York legend. You could have done Springsteen. You could have done Billy Joel. Hell, you could have done both. But no. Fucking Coldplay says, we're going to do Madonna, Shakira, and BTS. And I thought the Club World Cup was bad. Fucking hell. Thank God my TV is going to be muted. I can still tell the show's going to be shit without even having my TV, the sound on. Thank God I don't have headphones. I have no idea what it stands for. Must be some Korean. John Cena didn't get the memo. John Cena didn't get the memo. No, well, yeah, Coldplay might just shoehorn themselves in there as well. Because he's the executive producer. The only good thing Coldplay ever did was outing that cheating couple. Okay, Coldplay has a couple of good songs, but that was like the early 2000s. Let's be real. They ain't done anything good besides that in a long time. Like, if we're going to use a washed-up band or the frontman of a washed-up band to be the executive producer of a World Cup final halftime show, I'd rather be Adam Levine. At least Maroon 5 had more better songs and better albums than Coldplay. It only has been the past, give or take, 10 years where Maroon 5 has been shit. And I say that as a Maroon 5 fan. They've been fucking garbage. Actually, I won't even say 10 years. I'll say probably about 7. 2020. Red Pill Blues is where it all went downhill. That's where it all went downhill. That's where it all went downhill. I say that as a Maroon 5 fan. Playing forward. Okay. Because, let's see, songs about Jane. It won't be soon before long. Hands All Over, Overexposed, 5. All those are amazing albums. All those are amazing albums. It went to shit for Maroon 5 when Red Pill Blues came out. That was a garbage album. That was horrible. And they've never gotten back to what they used to be. 28 minutes. Either way. Or, they could have done Chad Kroeger. That would have been better. That's a good song. Either way, I'm glad the TV's going to be muted when that halftime show is on. Why do we even have to do a halftime show? What? Because it's in America? Like, I mean, I should have seen it coming with the Club World Cup because they did one there as well. But come on. Like, I hope they don't do that for the rest of time. Like, it doesn't become a tradition anywhere else. Only when it's in America. Playing forward. Here comes Pachuca. Only when it's in America. And I mean America, not Mexico, maybe Canada. But Canada wouldn't host a World Cup by themselves at this point with how many teams are there. Even a Club World Cup. Only in U.S. and Canada should there be halftime shows during the World Cup final. Mexico, there should not be. They aren't down with that either. Well, that's probably what he's going to do. He probably will. I mean, what happened last year? If Donald Trump is still in power and still kicking when we get to the World Cup final, he's going to be on that stage. He is going to give the trophy to the winner. Like, again, do we think anything's going to be different there? He's going to be on that stage. And he's probably not going to walk off of it just like the Club World Cup. If he's still in power and still kicking, he is going to hand out that trophy. Well, I mean, the dude's in his 80s. The dude's in his 80s and he has dementia. And he has heart failure. I mean, it doesn't take an idiot to rub two brain cells together and be like, yeah, natural causes. Could happen. Saved. Have you ever heard the statement that tomorrow's never promised? Memento mori? Have you ever heard that statement? Times that by uncertainty that an old man would have. I'm not rooting for anything. I'm just saying, I mean, do you realize how quick old people can croak? Like, my mom's mom, I thought she would still be around for 5 to 7 to 10 more years. And then like that, out of nowhere, dead. And she was in her 60s. Wait, maybe 70s, actually. Mid-70s, late 60s, mid-70s, somewhere around there. Either way, old people can croak quickly, especially if they have underlying causes. A month is a long time. It may feel like it's going fast, but a month is a long time. So, I'm just saying. I'm saying that's an if. I'm not rooting for anything. I'm just saying that is an if. If he's still in power because he's in his late 80s, he has dementia and heart failure. I ain't rooting for anything. I'm just saying. And then that's not even adding. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there because if I do, I'm going to dig a deeper hole than I'm already in. But just for the fact that he's old as shit and he's already got underlying causes. And old people could go like that. A month's a long time. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is a month's a long time. Technically 2 if you're looking at the final, but either way. Do you pay attention to the news? Do you pay attention to the news? You think big bruises on somebody's hand is just... Come on. You think ankles retaining water like it's the freaking Sahara is just old age? That's a freaking textbook heart failure symptom. Do you pay attention to anything? Yeah, the news tells lies, but they ain't gonna lie for him. Yeah, you seem to forget the problem. They ain't gonna lie for him. Will we know if somebody else had the same things? No. But either way, that's enough about that. 0-0. Somehow Pachuca hasn't scored yet. Ah, 6-on-4. Oh, the Canadians are down to a power play. They took a penalty. Buffalo going with empty net, up 3, or down 3, I should say. Cross in and saved. Well, I mean, yeah, he's second in the line of succession. Will J.D. Vance get elected the next president? I'm not sure. Is there a chance he ends up being the president due to line of succession for 2 years? Or possibly a little more? Yeah. Would he get voted in? No. 36 minute. It's out for a corner. "37th minute. Playing forward. Shot! Goal! 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 Adrisi! With a drive-by shot, it's 1-0. "1-0. 37th minute. What a shot. 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. What a shot. Horrible mistake by Navas. Gets pushed out by a corner, and Adrisi with a drive-by shot, top of the box. Boom! 1-0. There we go. What a beauty. Told you back. Yeah, but as far as I know, even if you could doctor up a photo to fake a bruise, it wouldn't look that good. And you could never fake a picture to make somebody look like they're retaining water in their ankles. Retaining fluid in their ankles. It's kind of hard to do. But I get what you're saying. I've never heard of a good way to do that. So 1-0 Pachuca. I think he wants it more than anyone else on this team. Well, that's what you said. Canadiens versus Avs. Oh, man. Who'd I pick to win, though? Oof. Damn. It's going 7. I'll say that much. Habs, Avs would go 7. That's all I know. I don't know who I want to pick to win. Like, I'd be happier if the Habs won, but I think the Avs are more likely to win. But it's going 7. It's going to be a really interesting series if that's what comes out to happen. Ooh. Habs, Avs in 7. I got to lean Avs. I'm leaning Colorado. Colorado in 7. Colorado in 7. So 2014. Avs have home ice. Yeah, that can be helpful. Avs in 7. Avs in 7. Playing forward. Here's a chance, and they do run back onto it. Enter Valencia. Offside. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, they do. They do, yes, because the Detroit Pistons and Cavs suck. So, yes. New York will be in the finals. Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. And the Canadiens win. Canadiens win 6-3. They lead the series 3-2. They can win on Saturday and send themselves to the Eastern Conference Final. Lovely. Habs lead 3-2. Well, yeah. Take the train. 6-3. So, Golden Knights Ducks is next. It's just about to begin, actually. Just keep an eye on that while we're waiting. 1-0. We'll be off tomorrow. We'll have a review of this game after it's over. Go Ducks. I agree. We cannot let 93 win. We cannot let 93 win. Playing forward. Playing forward. .43rd minute, 1-0. Oh, Marlies won game 1. Let's go. Lovely. Renato Paiva, Santos Laguna manager. That's not going to work. Good idea. It's gonna fail again because it always does. Is this like the 5th good manager Santos Laguna have hired just for it to fail like 5 months in? Probably. Headed away. Like, it's got to be like 5, right? Like, it's got to be like 5, right? I mean, it's got to be like the 5th one. Playing forward. Cleared away. Santos Laguna. They used to be amazing. Best year for music, 2007 or 2026. 2007, easy. Country music, still probably 07. But that's like the only place where it's a debate where 2026 might win. Go Ducks, go. Beat 29. Damn it, that was Havertz. I said his name. Wait, that's a Lee Gunner thing. It doesn't matter to me. Beat 93. Beat 93. There we go. Beat that Vegas tranquilized punk. That's out for a throw-in. Beat that Vegas tranquilized punk. Come on, Anaheim. Send it to a game 6. 6, yeah. What? Yeah, 6. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Over the top. It's game 5, 3-2. Oh, this is game 6. Yeah, you're right. 3-2. That was 5. I'm bad at counting. I guess. I knew I was bad at math, but either way, it is game 6. Push it to a game 7. My bad. Well, Robert Sanchez is fit. That's good. But Alejandro Garnacho is fit for the FA Cup final. Oh, God. Subject 49. How'd you know I ate? Either way. How'd you know? 46th minute. Final kick of the first half. I'm surprised Pachuca isn't leading by more than 1. Header in. Oh, my God. Way high. Navas. 47th minute. And convincing win for the Habs. I'm glad they won, Rory. I'm glad they won for you. One more away to the conference finals for them. Halftime, it is 1-1 or 1-0. Halftime, 1-0 esta noche, medio tiempo. Pachuca, 1-0 at the half. What I eat? Cream of mushroom, pork steaks in the slow cooker. Ate some of those. And rice. We still had some left over, so we ate it again today. We ate it for the past 2 days. But cream of mushroom, pork steaks in the slow cooker, the crock pot, rice, Japanese rice cooker, short grain. Put some butter in there, put the gravy on top of put the mushroom gravy on top of the rice, ate that, and then I also ate a triple berry pie. I think it was blueberry, cherry, strawberry, I think, with some ice cream. Ate a whole hell of a lot before this game. Which is rare for me. That was able to put dessert I know. Take a short break. No, not really. No. What the? That sounds pretty good. The mole verde. That sounds pretty good. Not what. Okay. Okay, on that note, short break. 1-0 at the half. 1-0 middle tiempo. Pachuca. I'm surprised they aren't winning by more. Vegas just took the lead. Damn it. Don't tell me it was 93. Fuck, it was 93. Damn. Shit. Fuck, it was 93. Damn it. Fucking 93. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Seven goals for 93 in the playoffs. This is hell. This is hell, boys. Carlson Theodore with the assist to 93. 4 minutes. 1 minute in. I knew what you meant, Daniel. 93. '93. Well, on that note, we will take a break. You missed Pachuca scoring a goal in the first half, and you also missed the fact that Vegas scored a goal and that the bane of my existence, number 93, scored. With that being said, short break, 1-0, 1-0 for Vegas, I should say. 1-0. Well, it is 1-0 for them, too. Yes, guys, we'll take a short break. Sit tight, be back. We're back for stats of the half. Yes. Yes, I will. I'll plan on watching that game, yes, because I think it's a World Cup group game. With that being said, I don't think it's a friendly. I think it's a World Cup group game. I think Scotland, Curacao, Netherlands, Brazil. Same. Either way. Stats of the half. 56% possession to 44% possession. 8 shots to 3. 3 shots on goal to 0. 1 big chance to 0. 211 accurate passes, 88% to 172, 88%. 6 corners to 0. 8 shots to 3. 3 shots on goal to 0. No, I don't like orange chicken. No. 241 passes to 196, 88% pass accuracy to 88. 6 throws, 88%. 6 throws to 8. 0 offside to 0. 0 yellows to 0. 0 red cards to 0. 9 fouls to 6. 1-0 at the half. 1-0 middle tiempo. Pachuca's been the more dominant team. They've been the better team. It's a wonder they're only up 1-0. They've been much better. They've been much better of these two teams. They've dominated this game by far. It's a wonder they ain't up by more. It's a wonder they ain't up by more. They should be dominating. They should be winning 3-0. The way this game is played out, they should be up 3-4-0. It's a wonder they're not. It's a wonder they're not. But Pachuca leads on aggregate. UNAM hasn't even really had a chance in hell in this game. They had like 1 free kick and then nothing else. They haven't even tried to get forward at all. They haven't even really tried to get forward at all. It's sad. Really, it's just sad. It's just sad, man. Pachuca is dominating and Pachuca will find it. But either way, Pachuca's the better team and they're winning by a lot in my book. Or they should be winning by a lot. They're only winning by 1, but I'm sure the dam will break. I'm sure the dam will break and they dominate this game. Curacao needs to play the 5-3-2. Well, at least they're getting their coach back. And the Ducks are on the power play. Good. Get a goal. But I agree. Yeah, 5-3-2 sounds about right to me. Either way, second half about to start. I would say when 1 minute to the second half. Perfect. Okay. Pachuca and Chivas looks like the final if the results stay the same through the next 45 minutes. How would you manage Curacao? I agree. 5-3-2. Like, you have to be smarter about the fact that their players are not on a similar level of who else or other teams. I think a 5-3-2 would work for them. The way they play, they could be very good on the counter, which they showed against Canada in the Gold Cup. A 5-3-2, I think, would be right for them. I agree. Heavy marking heavy press while they're on. Oh, come on. Here we go. Played good against Canada, but that was Canada's B team. Canada's B team, as I said, should have been good enough to beat Curacao. They should have been good enough to beat Curacao. They should have been good enough not to let that shit happen. So, do with that what you will. Curaçao's a good team, too. But I can't believe there's a Spanish-Mexican version of Sasuke. I'm surprised. Curacao still lost to Honduras. Football's weird sometimes. And I think that game was after the Canada game. Well, yeah, that would make sense because Canada played Honduras first then. It was after the Canada game. Canada, you were probably bound for a big letdown after that result if you were Curacao. Either way. Either way. Waiting for the second half to start. They couldn't beat El Salvador and lost to Honduras, but yet they managed to tie Canada. Yeah, but it's Curacao in the World Cup. They got the results when it really mattered, the World Cup qualifiers. And I think to El Salvador's point, they cared, or Curaçao's point, they cared more about the World Cup qualifying than the Gold Cup. They used the Gold Cup to build team harmony and build a style for the World Cup qualifiers. And in the end, they qualified for the World Cup, so they did exactly what they needed to out of the Gold Cup. Well, in a good way. After Honduras, I lost my shit in a good way. After Curacao and Guatemala, I lost my shit in a bad way. After El Salvador, I'm like, you know what? I don't know if this is good per se, but okay. We won. We at least won the group. We move. I didn't like what I saw. And Vegas scored. Brett Howden with the shorthanded goal with a 93 assist. 93 has a goal and an assist tonight for Vegas. Fucking 93 again. Oh, my God. What changed? Why now? 93 with an assist. Wow. A goal and assist for 93. Why now? And Vegas on the power play. Vegas on the power play now. Yay. Wonderful. Torts effect. Yeah. I always wanted John Tortorella to coach the Leafs. I knew exactly what would happen, but no. We never really had the chance. Or when we finally had the chance, we let Berube stay the whole year. Oh yeah, Marner was gone anyway. Fuck it, I said his name. 93 stayed the whole time. Damn it, I said his name. 93 stayed the whole time. Or he was gone, I should say. So it doesn't matter then. Tortorella would have been the type of guy. Oh, now you know. I was right on that. So, yeah, no. Hey, he's performing in a Game 6 for the first time in his life. Wow, I can't believe it. 93 is performing in a Game 6 for the first time in his life. Some goons would tell you, well, oh no, Vegas just has a better roster. Vegas just has a better roster. Maybe. But seems to me that he still had lanes. You forget to mention that 93 still had lanes to pass to his scorers in those games 5, 6, and 7 when he was with the Leafs all those years. He had lanes. Like, okay, he's a playmaker, not a scorer. Okay, I agree on that. He was a good player, yeah. Still is a good player. I never said he wasn't. But when the pressure gets highest in Toronto, he wilted. And it's not like he didn't have places to put the puck for Austin and Willie and Tavares and Domi and guys like that. He had places to put the puck. He did not perform in games 5, 6, and 7, and that's the crux of the problem. Stop being obtuse. Like, all you 93 defenders, every single one of you, the tougher the game gets, the less he performs. Second half about to begin over here. And yes, he's a playmaker. I get that. He's a good player, but he's a punk. He is a Vegas tranquilized punk. Stop being obtuse. It doesn't make any sense. 93. And he was the same way with Canada at the Olympics. Wow, he actually, and I knew he had the potential to be good in the playoffs because guess what? He had the game-winning assist in the Four Nations face-off. So I know he can do that, 93. But, and yeah, he had that amazing goal in the Olympics in the semifinals to send us to the final. Or quarterfinals. Quarterfinal overtime goal. Semifinals was right before the end of the game. Either way. Okay, he had that too. That's like that Olympics goal in the quarterfinals. My bad. In the quarterfinals is like number 29 scoring the Champions League winning goal for Chelsea. Like, okay, so you had that moment. Good for you. Did we win the gold medal? At least for 29's sake, he won a Champions League with a club that I support. Even though I don't like him either. I like him as much as Lee Gunner likes him. I agree completely. Because guess what? You're much more alike than anybody thinks. 29 and 93. You are much more alike than anybody thinks. You're both punks. You're both weak. You both shrink at the first sign of pressure. Look up Vegas Golden Knights number 93. You'll see who I'm talking about. And then look up team he played for before the Vegas Golden Knights. It's his jersey number. We will not say his name. We will not say 93's name until one of two things happen. He either scores a winning goal or winning assist at the Olympics or the World Cup of Hockey for Canada. Winning goal at the World Cup of Hockey. Winning goal or assist at the Olympics. Fair enough. Winning goal at the World Cup of Hockey or winning goal or assist at the Olympics because that's bigger. Or if he comes back to the Leafs and wins a Stanley Cup. If late in his career he comes back to the Leafs and wins a Stanley Cup wearing a different number because 93 is a retired number for the Leafs and he didn't take it the first time. Doug Gilmour's number. For the Leafs, it's Doug Gilmour's number, which I'm glad 93 didn't take it with Toronto. But 93 was this guy's junior number, Canada number. His junior number, his Canada number, and his Vegas number. Why call him the other number when he doesn't wear it anymore? The one he wore for Toronto all these years. No reason. What? What? Why, bruh? Vegas Golden Knights, number 93. What, is it because he just scored a goal today? Is it because he had an assist? He has 7 goals in the playoffs? Okay. 48th minute, 1-0. He didn't win with my team. He's a weak punk. He is a punk. Hell, he didn't win a gold medal for Canada. The dude let the United States. He was part of the reason. He was shit in the gold medal game. Just like he was shit in games 5, 6, and 7 all these years with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's one of the main reasons that we won a silver medal at the Olympics. Yeah, he got us to the semifinal where we got to the final. But he was also shit in the gold medal game. He let the United States beat us at the Olympics. 93 has no love for me. None. As I said, I will never say his name unless he scores a winning goal at the World Cup of Hockey / World Championships, but I don't think he'll ever play at those again because he'll be at Vegas for, another 7 years? Yeah, he's never going to be out of the playoffs by the second round. Ever again. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you, 93. 1-0. So, World Cup of Hockey, game-winning goal. I'll say his name if he does that for the first time in God knows how long. If he scores a game-winning goal or game-winning assist at the Olympics in 2030 in France, maybe he'll play another one after that. For Canada, I'll say his name. If he wins a Stanley Cup for the Leafs, if he comes back to Toronto one day to fix the problems and he wins a Stanley Cup, even if he doesn't score in that game, I'll say his name. Simple as 93. Playing forward. Yeah, it was a sad game. Also, Montreal victory. Won against the Ottawa Charge. I think that's who that is. 3-2. The PWHL Montreal team won 3-2. First game of their finals. How we doing, El Nini? How we doing? So, with that being said. Playing forward. But again, of course, 93 deserves the subject treatment, just like number 29. He does. Because number 29 and number 93 are very similar in the way they act and play. At least number 29 has a Champions League for Chelsea. And he scored the winning goal in that game, but I can't believe he did that either. 51st minute, 1-0, 1-0, Pachuca. Playing forward, still 1-0. Oh, Cal Raleigh going to the IL. Oblique injury. I'm not surprised, honestly. Cal Raleigh on the IL. Dude couldn't get a hit in how many plate appearances? Cleared away. Dude went on like a 0 for 40-something slump or whatever. Playing forward. Header. Pachuca still dominating on the ball. Cross in. Oh. I mean, they're good players, but the Mets are still garbage. I mean, like, cool, they have young stars, but they're going to get thrown under the bus at some point. They do play well, though. They're good players, though. The Mets are still a joke, though. Adrisi. Trying to see, is there a penalty here? Is that what they're trying to say? No. I think that's the right call. If there's not, they might pull it back. I don't know. 1-0. Got to see the Chargers Halo theme schedule release. It's comedic. Well, some hope. Yeah, I'll agree that's hope. Either way. 1-0. Pachuca. 3-0 Vegas. Shea Theodore with a power play goal. Thomas Hertel with the assist. Oh, well, 93 didn't assist there. Yay, there's finally a goal 93 had nothing to do with. I hope the Avs destroy Vegas. Nazem, I know you both were London Knights back in the day, and you were both Toronto Maple Leafs back in the day, but please destroy 93. Please, Nazem. Please, McKinnon. I know you played with Canada together. Please destroy 93. I beg of you, destroy 93. He was on the ice and screening Dolchtal. Ah. Oh, well. Wait, you're telling me that toothpick was screening Dolchtal? You're telling me that toothpick 93 was screening Dolchtal? Are you kidding me? God, John Tortorella must have freaking gave him a brain transplant. Are you fucking kidding me? Even when he was born again hard last year, at least we thought so by Berube, he never did that shit for Craig. And it wasn't empty net either. Fucking hell. Header. I mean, Juan Soto as a Yankee was a better player, but I prefer him as a Met. Hmm. 55th minute. So basically, here we go. Cuba's next, boys. Here we go. Cuba's next, boys. Here it comes. Here it comes. 56th minute. One 0. We're not even done with the freaking Iran war. We're already jumping to Cuba. Well, at least Cuba won't take as long. Playing forward. Well, at least Cuba's going to be more like Venezuela, right? If it's going to happen. It's going to be more like Venezuela, right? Than Iran. Playing forward. EA to add North Korea to FC 27. Shot wide. 1-0. Do you like boneless wings? No. 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 If I'm going to eat chicken wings, I prefer drumsticks anyway when it comes to fried chicken. I don't really like chicken wings themselves, boneless or bone-in, but I'd rather have bone-in wings than frickin' Uriel Antuna in for Lopez than frickin' boneless wings. What punk ass? That's a punk ass thing. That's a kid's thing if they're going to eat wings, boneless wings, because you don't want them to choke on the bone. Might as well just get some chicken fingers, you dumbass. If you're going to get boneless, you might as well get a chicken finger or a chicken nugget. That's basically what you're doing. Just drop the pretense. Drop the fucking pretense, boys. Playing forward. Drop the fucking pretense. With that being said, I prefer drumsticks when it comes to fried chicken. That just feels so much more sensory issues, I know. That feels a lot more. Here's a chance for Pumas. And a yellow card. Penalty! Penalty! Well, there's a yellow card there for sure. It's a penalty for Pumas. Has to be. Exactly. Oh, come on. That's bullshit. He dived. VAR. He dived. He fell. That's not a penalty. He dived. Unless, is it on the Pumas guy? If it's on the Pumas guy, then it's not a penalty. Okay, no, it's a goal kick. It was on the Pumas guy. Okay. You can't be so sure with Liga MX. You can't be so sure. No, the yellow card was on the Pumas guy, Morales, because he dived. It was an obvious dive. Okay, the referee called it a dive. No, in Liga MX, you can't be too sure. You can't be too sure. 3-0 after 1 for Vegas versus Anaheim. My bad. I don't know. Probably 2 weeks at the most. If I was betting on it. 1-0, 60th minute. Only when I eat boneless wings are half off at Buffalo Wild Wings on Thursday. Funnily enough, I never really ate wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. I ate other things. I don't even go to Buffalo Wild Wings anymore. It feels like it got shitified. You know, I mean, I miss the old Buffalo Wild Wings. Foul. Rondon is rolling. He's rolling on the... Wait. No, it was Kennedy. Kennedy's rolling on the ground. Kennedy rolling on the ground. Lord. Like, you know, I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings ain't the same. I agree with that. I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings just isn't the same. Like, the last time I went there was like before the Super Bowl in 2022. I haven't gone there in a while. Like, it just wasn't right. Maybe I went back one time after that. I don't know. Feels like a while. No, I did go after that. Maybe into 2023, but it's been a while. I used to love Buffalo Wild Wings, especially with the game consoles in there, playing the trivia games and the poker games and all that. I never really got wings there, but I love their potato smileys or whatever those were, and fried pickles, and I think potato skins were there as well. I used to love Buffalo Wild Wings, but it's fallen off a cliff. It's fallen off a cliff, man. And a lot of things probably have, but besides, I mean, they barely even really the Playmakers, I think that's what it was called, or something like that. Those consoles. They don't even really, I mean, they still have them, I think, but they don't even really give them the time of day like they used to as well. I've noticed that as well. That was one of the most fun things about the place was like the quiz games or the poker games on those little consoles, those controllers they had. But even then, the food was good. It wasn't just those things. The food used to be good. And like over the past 5-6 years, it's just gone really downhill. And it's going to be a free kick for Pachuca there. Jason Derulo from 2018. I've always liked Jason Derulo music, really. Vite with a handball makes it a free kick. Vite with a handball. Why is a fan got a freaking FMF ref jersey? What the hell? Probably not. Probably not. As I said, I feel like that's unlikely. I have faith in my Cruz Azul Saturday, says El Nini. Well, y'all got to win the game on the road. Playing forward free kick here. I mean, you got to win the game because let's remember that seeding rule still counts. If you draw, you're out. If you lose, you're out. You have to win. On the road. Chivas were pretty good at home. Pretty good at home over the bar. And they had a draw on the road. So it's going to be tougher than you think. I mean, you should have faith. I mean, you win the game, you're through. But hometown called place Pizza Port. It's like an old school pizza joint, but it's like 2 stories big. And it's not that it's been around for a long time, but the Vibe Arcade Pizza and Beer. Shit, I need to go there. If I ever am around it, I'll go there. That sounds awesome. If it's still open. Not been around for a long time. I'm guessing that means it's still open. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Yeah, that's true. Cross in. It's packed like 2 stories, packed every single day. That sounds awesome. Speaking of around here, there was a place that used to be called Mission Taco that was recently renamed to Session Taco, but I think it might have been closed actually. But it was by this hotel we stayed at in late 23, and it had an arcade connected to it. Header cleared away. It was awesome. I wasn't hungry in the morning. I played the arcade games, but it was cool. Sure, I would have liked the food if I ate the food, but either way. I don't even know. I think Session Taco. Let's see. Reopens in the Central West End. Moving forward. Let's see the Central West End location. I don't think that's where either way. Playing forward. You see the new black Mexico jersey? Yes. Yes. I want to buy it. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. Cross in. Header. Seems like all of them got closed. Huh. Session Taco got closed and rebranded. Southern California, this one pizza joint is very famous for the beer they brew in the very same building. Probably find their beer somewhere in the grocery store where you're at. I don't drink beer, so... Free kick for Pumas. And besides, if it's an IPA, my dad definitely won't drink it. He don't like IPAs. So, which it's California. It's probably an IPA. Who we can? It's probably an IPA. So, corner. Free kick crossed in. Header cleared away. Shot blocked. Cleared away by Pachuca. I'm just saying they're so well known that their beer's all over the country now from one pizza place. Well, that's cool. But I'm saying, like, I mean, that's cool. Not that I ever was going to drink it. Is all I'm saying. Yellow card. Jordan got a yellow card. 70th minute. 20 minutes to go. I'm surprised. '70th minute. Can Pachuca find more? Oh, Kansas City Wizards. Okay, I see. 2001, first participation at MLS clubs in South American competitions. Yeah, TUDN bought the rights for Libertadores. Lovely. I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean, I do have beIN Sports, but either way. But people are saying, or rumoring, because TUDN bought the Mexican and North American rights, or just the North American rights in general, to air in the Libertadores in Spanish, that MLS teams and Liga MX teams are finally going to join the Libertadores, or Liga MX will rejoin it, and MLS will join. So... So that just sounds like I'm glad that's going to happen. That'll be amazing. So a lot more Libertadores coverage coming as time goes on. 72 minutes. Playing forward. Here comes Pachuca. Could this be number 2? Here's a chance and saved. Horrible shot. Horrible shot by Montiel. He could have put this away. But no, he does not. Boom. 73rd minute. And it's getting chippy on the touchline. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy. Former Stanley Cup champion for the Habs. U.S. moving to indict former Cuban President Raul Castro. Yep. Yeah, they're invading Cuba. I didn't know Raul Castro was still alive. I thought he was dead. I knew Fidel was dead. I thought Raul was dead too. '73rd minute. Rondon coming on. They're already putting Messi and Libertador as ads. Of course they are. Playing forward. Good. Oh, Montiel plays it forward. Pumas gets it back. They have the most, I think. I don't exactly remember the number. Oh, TUDNA does their own VAR shit. That's just, oh my God. 75th minute. Too many bells and whistles recently, I gotta say. TUDNA's adding way too many bells and whistles to their stuff recently. Oh, Drake from Degrassi. That's what you sent. Bro. Drake from Degrassi. 31 years old. There's one thing I learned. It's like life is a game of risk versus reward. Exactly. That's exactly what life is. It's better to risk it. Don't risk it, no biscuit. That means if you don't try, you won't succeed. Go for it and go for it all in. That's all that means. Go for it all in. 77th minute, 1-0. Blocked. '77th minute. Playing forward. Good block. 77th minute. 78th minute, Valencia down 1-0, 1-0 esta noche. At least they're still leading. Second period's begun with Vegas and Anaheim. '79th minute. Valencia. Keylor Navas, the man of the match, says to DNA, even though he's losing. It could have been worse if Keylor didn't make all those saves. Honestly, I could agree with that. I could agree. You know what? I do. Weirdly enough, I do agree. He did not win. No. Pumas did not win. Dominguez on. But Keylor Navas made sure this game wasn't 3-4-5-0 when it should be 3-4-5-0. AKA, if you bet over 1.5, don't get mad at me. I didn't realize Keylor Navas was going to go classic Keylor Navas. 79th minute, shot saved by Moreno. Corner for Pachuca, or Pumas, I should say. Pumas. Corner against Pachuca. 80th minute, 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Pachuca still dominated the game, but they have not got more than one goal. '80th minute. Cross in, header. Playing forward. Here comes Pachuca. Could they make this 2-0? They do not try to really break away, of course. When they finally had a breakaway, they didn't even try. Ball crossed in, header. Rondon doesn't even get there. Good step to keep it with Pachuca. Still believe in your instinct. I still believe there's another goal in this match. Well, I mean, at least it's not like there wasn't any. You just need one more. I still think Pachuca scores one. I didn't realize they were going to get goalie corner. Which is always possible, but, which is always possible, don't get me wrong. But, 81st minute. Shot wide. Goal kick. '82 minutes. We will review this game once it's over. I'll be off tomorrow, and then I'll be back for the FA Cup. Not to mention, I always know the risks involved with over 1.5. It's not as easy an ask as people might think. I'm sure you could agree with me there. Yeah, but I thought there were goals in this game, and then the way Pachuca played the whole game, it's a wonder this is 1-0. Yeah, you're going to lose the bet. Well, you're close to losing the bet, and I feel bad about that. You asked, I answered. I mean, it's not like I told a loved one to bet on the game. I still learned that lesson a long time ago. Don't tell people you really care about to bet on something when they're not the expert in it and you are. And then they didn't listen, thankfully, so they weren't really mad at me. But I thought, why do you think I have a problem with Steve McLaren being the Jamaican manager? Long story. Long story. But either way, motherfucker pissed me off his first game. Jamaica was playing Cuba. I was like, hey, since you're betting, how about you put the over on Jamaica during the Nations League as the CONCACAF expert to a person I was talking to. Right. And I was like, hey, yeah, do the over. I think there's goals in this game because I think Jamaica's going to score, even though I don't know how they're going to play under Steve McLaren. They're going to score. No, they didn't. It was 0-0. And then I was like, and I was worried that they were going to be pissed off at me because I gave them bad advice. And yeah, I never liked Steve McLaren since. The dinosaur. Luckily, they didn't listen to me. So they just did the NFL bets they were doing because I think it was a Thursday. But they were just doing the NFL bets they chose to do and not do the CONCACAF stuff, which I think it would have been on that app. But either way, Juninho coming off to Pumas. Point is, never tell somebody you actually truly care about, where it's close family or a partner or a talking stage. Don't tell them to bet on something, especially if you're the expert in it. Especially if you don't exactly know how it's going to go. Like if it was Hallgrimson, I probably would have been right. But, I probably would have been right. But it was Steve Dinosaur McLaren, and I would have thought, hey, Jamaica still has amazing attackers. They're going to score 3, 4, 5 goals, right? Cuba might pop one. No, they didn't. But either way. You got Steve McLaren. Over 0.5 is my sweet spot. There's always one goal in the game. Playing forward. Brought down. Pachuca. Shot wide. But luckily they didn't listen, so there was no reason to be pissed at me. They just stuck with the NFL because that's what they know. How'd Jamaica not get into the World Cup? Like, bro, such a letdown. Steve McLaren being a dinosaur. I mean, it's not like I'm wrong to think he's a shitty manager. He is. But there's a reason why I think he's a shitty manager, and it's also watching the team, but he put himself in a hole when I thought, I fucked up saying you should bet on the over for that period of before I heard again what the bet was. It's like, I didn't listen. I'm like, thank the fucking Lord. And I learned my lesson then. Don't. So, and he never made it back out of that hole. He never made it back out of that hole for me. Fucking garbage. And Rudolph Speed's garbage too. Who are we kidding? At least for World Cup level international play. The FA probably deserve it. Such a meltdown, bro. The JFF do deserve it. They're a fucking joke. And Pumas, thank the Lord he slipped on his ass or this would have been a tie game. Yellow card. Free kick for Pumas. The qualifying was easy as ever. Yep. And they got the easiest group. And they lost to fucking Curacao. Bowerman with a foul. If I thought, and here's the thing, I didn't expect Curacao to do that. Curacao played well, don't get me wrong, and they beat Jamaica in Curacao and drew them in Jamaica. I didn't expect that. And the team I expected to finish above Jamaica, if there was a team finishing above Jamaica at the time, before it began, was Trinidad. That didn't happen either. Curacao came out of nowhere. And yeah, DR Congo was always going to be hard. And, the sad part about that one is Jamaica didn't play badly against DR Congo. Now, they played so fucking ugly against New Caledonia. It was sad. They should have lost that New Caledonia game. Anybody else, and they would have. If it was the old format, well, let's just say it was the old World Cup format and it was New Zealand, they would have lost that game playing like that. A CONCACAF team could have beat them playing like that. I mean, a Curacao, a Haiti could have beat them playing like that. They should have lost to New Caledonia. That was ugly. Like, that was just so sad. Like, that was like the struggliest struggle win I ever seen in my damn life. Point blank, period. That was the saddest. I guess a VAR check for Dog So. I guess. Hugada and Revishon at the VAR. They're checking VAR here. I knew it was before half. Like, I mean, I'm seeing your comments on the chat. I'm seeing your comments in chat. And even if YouTube hit them, I'd still see them on StreamYard, but I see them on YouTube itself. 89th minute. Card upgrade. They're checking for a red card on Bowerman. I think that was a flop. Who are we kidding? He went down himself. I don't even think that's Dog So. I don't even think that should be a card on Bowerman. I don't think that's a card, honestly. I think that should be a yellow card on Pumas. Dive. Red card for Bowerman. It's going to be a red card for Bowerman. Free kick for Pumas. Jesus Lord. Really? Like, he caught his ankle. I don't even think he caught it. Free kick for Pumas. Bowerman with a red card. '91st minute. How much stoppage time? 6 minutes, it looks like. Free kick. Six minutes of stoppage time. Free kick, here we go. 6 minutes of stoppage time, so probably about, what, 7:30 at this point? Probably. Free kick over the top for Pumas. They're up a man. For the rest of the game, shot wide. 1-0, 1-0. Playing forward, Pachuca dominated the game. I mean, I agree. It is a joke. I agree on that. It is a joke. Playing forward. I mean, the world's changed, so to speak, in that case. Matches feel different when the ref is fair. I don't think that was a card. I'm sorry. I felt like that was a dive. They carded the wrong guy. I'm not saying like a dive should be a red card, but they carded the wrong guy. 94th minute. Saved. 94th minute. So 1-0 as it stands. Pachuca looking to hold on at this point because they got a red card that, frankly, harsh. Playing forward. Still 3-0 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Cross in, header away by Pachuca. State beats TAMU 18-11. Good. GG, fellas. Well, yeah, if you get a draw, you'll at least win your bet, yeah. And Pumas will have the lead on seeding as long as they draw the next leg as it stands, but then, of course, draw the next leg. Hmm. 96th minute. A minute and a half to go. Probably. Maybe 2. Full time. They went full 6. They didn't even go above. Okay. Full time. 1-0. Pachuca survives the late red card. They should have won by more. 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. There you go. Pachuca wins the first leg. What will happen with the second leg? With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. Hit that join button to become a member. Hit that super chat. Hit that hype button to put this up in the algorithm. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. We are off tomorrow on Friday. Saturday, we will be live for the FA Cup final and Chelsea Man City. And then we'll be live for Charlotte-Toronto FC on Saturday night. Sunday, we'll be live for the second leg of this semifinal, Pumas Pachuca, and review that as well. So 2 lives on Saturday, 2 reviews. 1 live on Sunday and 1 review. Monday, we're off unless there is a Game 7 of the Habs series. Tuesday, we aren't doing the Chelsea game, no. Wednesday, the Europa League final. Thursday, the first leg of the Liga MX final. Friday, off. Either way. Either way. See you on Saturday. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.